Welcome to the 1430 ESPN Outdoors Report, presented by All Out Marine in Allenton.
Let's get the ESPN Outdoors Report going on right now as you bring in Pete Huff from Best Damn Guide Service. Pete, sounds like you have had a busy week, and you're going to have a busy Labor Day weekend with the fantastic weather.
Yeah, I'm booked here Friday through Monday. Going to have a variety. One day it's panfish, another day it'll be smallmouth bass. This previous week, the water temps had dropped, and we did some muskie fishing on one trip, and we caught 2 and had some big pike, and we saw probably 10 other muskies boat side that didn't want to commit. But I had young kids, and they had a really good time fishing for them.
If you're teaching kids to fish for muskies or an inexperienced person, what's the best way to have success?
Patience for one, and you got to know where your bait is in the water. You can't be cranking it too fast or too slow. You'll be dragging it through the weeds, and then you'll never get a bite. So you got to find that happy medium and just clip the weed tops without getting snagged up, and it seems to be the most effective way.
Are there good places or good bodies of water to fish for muskies here in south central Wisconsin?
Yeah, I mean, that Pewaukee area, southwest down there, there's quite a few lakes in that area. I mean, we've got them here in Fox Lake, Little Green Lake, the Madison Chain. So there is quite a few lakes that people want to focus on going for muskies.
Are the muskie sizes similar? Like, say if you're here, you say you go up north. Are the muskies bigger up north? Is that just a wives' tale, or are they big everywhere, or does size change depending on where you're at?
They're big. I'd say Green Bay has your biggest ones, but outside of that, some of our lakes have very big muskies, pushing 50 inches. I know Green Bay, they might be pushing 60, a real big one. So there's a difference there. But between, like, say, Eagle River versus here, you can find the same quality fish.
Gotcha. Anything else fishing-wise that people should know about what's going on right now as we, turn the calendar into September?
Well, last week we had our final Walleye Wednesday fundraiser night banquet, and we raised. We were not able to stock walleyes last year, so we saved money from 24 and now Wednesday, as well as my Best Damn 2-man tournament, and we raised just over $6,000. So that was from everybody that was involved, and we're looking forward to getting our stocking permit, and those fish will be put in this fall here. They'll come from either Gowan and Dodgeville, or there's another source over on Highway 60. I can't think of them right now. Woods and Waters. But we'll get a price per fish, and we'll go from there. And typically we've been getting them from Gowan over the years, but we'll see on who gets the better price. All
right. Well, tell us about Best Damn Guide Service. I know we're heading down the home stretch. Next thing you know, we're going to have ice in a few months, which is actually it's a while away. But if somebody wants to book a winter trip or a trip this fall, what do they need to do?
Yep. You can call me at 608-609-2707 or send me a message on Facebook under Pete Huff or Best Damn Guide Service.
Pete, enjoy your busy Labor Day weekend, and look forward to talking to you next week.
Sounds good, Wade. Thanks a lot.
Let's head over to the Madison Chain and DNS Bait and Tackle and bring in Pat as we get ready for a big Labor Day weekend. Nice temperatures. Do you expect some big fishing this weekend, Pat?
Yeah, the mild temps certainly won't hurt as far as getting folks out on the water. But, this time of year, Labor Day gets to be pretty busy. Folks get busy with sports and getting kids off to school and stuff like that. So it's definitely not like a 4th of July weekend or Memorial Day weekend, but it'll be busy for sure. And like you said, I mean, with these gorgeous temps, I know I'm going to want to be out there for sure.
So when you get temps like in the low 70s, that maybe keeps some of the recreational boaters off and the fishermen have a little more room to roam on weekends like this?
Definitely, yeah. Once and actually, I don't know what it is, but whenever Labor Day hits, it's like something gets triggered in boat owners' minds where they're like, "Yep, got to put the boat away." So, and I would never even dream of putting my boat away. Some of the best fishing to be had of the year is in the fall. So, but yes, to your point, recreational boaters do tend to just kind of, if it's not 80 degrees or higher, they tend to kind of stay inshore and do their own thing, which obviously all the anglers are totally fine with.
So what have the anglers been catching this week in the Madison area?
Well, the bluegill bite really are all around town's been great. I mean, usually Lake Monona is always a very reliable bluegill producer, but Lake Mendota's had a great bluegill bite lately. A lot of big fish coming off there, and mid-lake humps have been kind of the hot spot. Of course, you can fish weed lines on any lake this time of year and likely find a nice mixed bag of fish, but the bluegill bite's been great on Mendota. The walleye bite's tapered off a little bit. I don't know why they're being so tight-lipped. Yeah, Lake Mendota's been hot for smallmouth, bluegills. The pike are active. Everything's starting to take the cues and get ready for fall here.
At what point do the weed lines start going away? How cold does it have to get?
Well, it's not so much as a thing with cold as it is light. So, you know, as you can kind of see as you drive around and stuff, you know, you notice some plants starting to get brown already. And that's just because they need more light during the day to do what they do. And so as these days get shorter and shorter, the weeds just kind of die back on their own. And it depends on the species. There's some, like, I don't know what the actual name of the plant is, but it's like a wispy grass. That's already started to die back in a lot of places. And some of the weed lines you can see are starting to recede a little bit.
All right, tell us about DNS Bait and Tackle, the must-stop shop if you're fishing anywhere in Dane County.
Yeah, we're at 1411 Northport Drive, right at the corner of Northport and Troy Drive. We've got everything you need to get out on the water, full selection of live bait, all the tackle you need, but most importantly, we have expert advice, and we got our finger on the pulse of what's going on around town. So, yeah, swing by the shop. We can point you in the right direction. We do a weekly fishing report every Friday. I update that on our social media platforms at DS Bait Tackle Fly Shop. Yeah, just give us a call at 241-4225, and we can point you in the right direction, let you know what's going on.
Any recreational activities for you this weekend, or are you working all weekend like a dog, Pat?
I'll be a little bit of both. My oldest son is going off to college, so we're moving him to UW-Milwaukee this weekend. So that's going to take up a lot of my time, but I might be able to squeeze in a trip.
All right, does he get to bring his fishing pole along for the dorm room and go on Lake Michigan on a regular basis?
Well, I guess we'll see. But, yeah, I'll be definitely heading over there to meet up with him and do some fishing, that's for sure.
Well, enjoy your weekend with your child, and we'll chat next week. Thank you so much.
Sounds good, Wade. You take care.
Let's head to Fishtails in Fox Lake right now and bring in Dave. You're telling me it's been steady Eddie for the fishermen over the last week?
Yeah, I mean, the panfish bite is very steady. The only thing that's slowed down a little bit right now is the walleye bite, and the bass fishing has kind of slowed down a little bit. But we've had quite a bit of drop in temperature, water temperature, in the past week or so. So, you know, that starts fish getting into their fall patterns, and it takes a little bit before they get comfortable with the colder water. But, yeah, the panfish bite has been tremendous. So, you know, that's what a lot of guys are out here doing right now, chasing crappies and bluegills.
Do you expect a steady weekend as well? You know, temps aren't going to be uber hot.
Yeah, I mean, it will be a busy weekend with a lot of boaters out. We have our fireworks Saturday. They were canceled on the 4th of July, so the city delayed it till this weekend, and Saturday will be our fireworks. So a lot of people watch them from boats out in the lake. It's really a unique way to watch the fireworks, but yeah, it should be very busy this weekend, I would think.
So, hey, how was the Fox Lake celebration you had last week? How'd that go off on Fox Lake?
It went great. We had the Dump Run motorcycle rally came through to our event, and there was like 500 motorcycles in the event. So we were super crowded. We sold almost everything we had. It was just really, really successful.
Have you heard anything about any other lakes across the region?
Well, Beaver Dam's been very slow. The water quality right now is a little iffy, but that'll clear up. And the fall bite usually is the best out on Beaver Dam. Big Green's kind of kicked in now too. The later the better on Big Green. The smallmouth started biting, and the bluegills and everything are on the cribs finally. It's been slow until recently out there, but Fox is still going strong.
Tell us about Fishtails. Obviously, they have a spot-on experience out there. What do they need to know about Fishtails?
Well, we have everything you would need to go out on the lake or anything in the area, but we have new maps now that are very nice. Stop in, I'll show you where to go, what to use, and I get that every day. I mean, guys come in and thank me for telling them, you know, where to go, and they do well and that kind of thing. We're not shy about telling our spots, but No, we're downtown Fox Lake. We're right by the river. We're open 6 to 6 Monday through Saturday and 6 to 5 on Sunday.
All right. Appreciate everything you do at Fishtails, and we'll chat next week.
All right. Thanks, Wade.
All Out Marine are your experts and local carriers of Tracker, Tahoe, Nitro, Sun Tracker, Regency brand boats, and Mako Center console boats. Wants you to stop in to see their new and used inventory. Order your 2026 models now. From pleasure boats to fishing boats, All Out Marine has the boat for you. Check them out online at alloutmarinellc.com. Visit them on the northwest corner of Highway 41 and D in Allenton. All Out Marine is your family-owned, independent, authorized Nitro, Tracker, Sun Tracker, Tahoe, and Mako dealer.
Let's continue with the ESPN Outdoors Report and bring in Rick Wetland as we head into Labor Day weekend, a resident outdoorsman. Lots of stuff going on outdoors-wise. Rick, what do you got scheduled for this weekend?
Well, I think it's going to be drinking a few beers and sitting on my pier and relaxing. But no, I'll probably be out fishing every day. The fishing's actually been pretty good this week. We've been out on Fox Lake and Big Green, and the bluegills are biting really well on Big Green and Fox Lake. It's pretty much you're catching almost anything that swims.
So do you think it's going to be a good weekend wrapping yourself around the recreational boaters that are out?
Yeah, but we'll be out early in the morning or the last couple hours at night and let the skiers and the jet skiers have all afternoon.
Hey, some other hunting seasons are opening up, aren't they, being Labor Day weekend? We're going to be talking about getting in the woods here right now a little bit more?
Yeah, dove season opens, teal season opens, early goose season opens. I know this weekend we're going to be putting up a few tree stands and clearing some paths out. But, yeah, the time is here. I mean, the weather is certainly perfect for it. I mean, it's going to be getting colder, and the 18-day forecast is colder than normal. So that should help and put everybody in the mood for fall. And it's September is just a great month to fish and hunt. It really is.
Did you mention it was dove season, like DOVE?
Yes, yeah, morning dove season.
So what is it like hunting morning doves?
Oh, it's a blast. You can really get your shooting skills together. We've learned over the past, you get it's called a mojo decoy. It looks just like a dove, and you put a couple decoys on a clothesline. And if you're around where doves are, like on a wheat field or anything like that, they're just a riot to shoot, and they're actually really good eating as well.
How would you describe the taste of a dove?
Kind of like a pheasant or a grouse. Kind of, it's not like a duck or a goose. It's very good actually eating.
Because what do doves eat in general? Because obviously that plays a role in maybe how the meat tastes. Because a lot of times you see doves sitting at amusement parks and eating popcorn and eating food. But what would they eat in their natural habitat?
Well, they're they're at my bird feeders and stuff every day. They're seed eaters and little grass and bug eaters, I would imagine. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what doves eat. I don't know.
Is there a limit that you can shoot doves? Is there a limit, or is it you can only shoot so many when it comes to dove season? And how do you get a license for that?
You also need a Wisconsin small game license. That's all you need for that. But somebody asked me the other day if there was a limit, and I said I don't honestly know. I should look that up. I mean, I don't know. We just shoot a pile of them and go home and clean them up. So yeah, I should really look at that, to be honest.
Well, no, obviously we'll talk hunting as we get along here, but I know you have a lot of stuff going on. Tell us about Raw Bass Customs, how people can get some lures here as they go through their fall season, and what else they need to know about you and guiding trips and things like that.
Well, September has always been the best month to throw crankbaits. In the crankbait bite, that's what I paint. That's what I do. I make crankbaits for bass, walleye, muskie, and pike. You can get them locally at Fishtails here in Fox Lake, M&M Tackle in Portage, and Dick Smith's in Pewaukee. As far as guiding, I think I got a few trips left booked in September, but this time of year I usually wrap that up once hunting season starts and stuff. I pretty much wrap that up.
All right, Rick, I appreciate all you do, and we'll chat next week. Have a great Labor Day weekend, drinking those beers and watching other people fish.
Yeah, Wade, I'm sure you're going to have a few beers this weekend as well, buddy.
Paps are on sale, 30 packs at Fox Brothers Piggly Wiggly for $8, so I'm going to be out there. taking down.
There you go.
Have a great weekend.
All right, buddy. See ya.
Thanks for listening to the ESPN Outdoors Report presented by All Out Marine in Allenton. Catch the ESPN Outdoors Report 3 times every week on 95.3 WBEV at 4:35 p.m. on Fridays, as well as Saturday and Sunday mornings at 6:35 a.m. Hear the ESPN Outdoors Report every Friday at 12:40 p.m. on 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam and on demand on the Sports tab at dailydodge.com.